Hi there! Welcome to the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma, and today we're meeting in the backyard and we're going to do a March backyard tour of our garden. We live on the Oregon coast in a zone 9A. It is very windy today and I don't have a microphone hooked up, so we're just gonna walk through the garden. There's not a whole lot to see, but I wanted to show off the daffodils before the rains come this evening for the next 10 days. So let's just turn the camera around and show you what's going on in March. So here in these new raised beds, we have larkspur that has popped up, looking really beautiful, lush green foliage. The foxgloves are popping up everywhere, which is super fun. And my neighbor is doing woodwork, so there's always a saw going on. We did have a canna pop up a little too early. It's still trying to like be green, but it's rotten down here. So it's just like, okay, I don't know why. And then our naked ladies started putting out foliage. Our rhubarb is coming up here, and then our honeysuckle has all new growth, which is awesome because it was huge and I cut it all the way down to nothing, and it's growing back. So that's good.
Glad they came back.
Not much going on over here. We do have some snowdrops coming up. They're not blooming yet, but the foliage is all up everywhere. We do have all of our hellebores are blooming at this point in time. Let's see if I could get a close-up of each one. It's hard to show the flowers because they nod down. This one, and that one's pretty much done. Those ones, that's our newest one, really beautiful red burgundy color. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this one is super fun, but it's also kind of done. All right, then we have a few more hellebores down this direction. This one's really great. Doubled up like that. This one got trampled and we don't know, like, did a dog get in here? I don't know. Really pretty color. And then, I don't know if I can get the face of one of these. There we go. Beautiful. All right. The fun surprise back here is the pansies or the violas that we planted from seed last spring and planted in these containers. Cut them back and they're already beginning to bloom. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. Rosemaries are blooming and everything else is quiet. Oh yes, we wanted to show you that we have daffodils blooming in our compost pile. So we just do slow compost. We don't turn it, we don't add water or anything like that. Oh, look at, they're like all over in here.
Yeah.
They were probably bulbs that looked too dissected to bother planting, and I threw them in the compost pile, and here they are. It makes the compost pile beautiful. Let's take a look over here and see if the magnolias do anything yet. It is pushing out some fuzzies. Aren't they so cute? These will be flowers before too long. This is a star magnolia, third year in the ground. All right, let's go back over here and I'll show you our camellia is blooming. Candy corn spirea has come back and leafed out. It's got the beautiful candy corn colors. This is what makes this plant super fun. All Okay. And then all the rhodies have nice big buds on them, but we've got another couple of months before they start blooming. However, this camellia has blooms. They start way up at the top and they'll start blooming down lower here soon. But you can see they're just loaded up. It's gonna be really fun. Before too long, Spencer and I are working on this project. We are creating a nice strong strip of grass 4 foot wide here, and then we're gonna dig out this, create a new bed underneath the rhododendrons, and put brick underneath this fence line so it's easier to maintain the grass and it's not crawling up underneath there. And then we'll mulch all underneath here. We'll probably have a bunch of hostas and maybe bleeding hearts or something like that. Everything else is still kind of like the same. We do have some crocosmia starting to pop up out of the ground there. But what's really fun right now is our daffodils are in bloom. And we planted several different kinds this year in this bed. I just wanted to give you a little close up on them. Look at this guy. How beautiful is that? Love it. And then this one is super fluffy. So pretty. So pretty. So that's what's going on there. And then on each side of the greenhouse we have tay daffodils and some other ones that are just budded up, not quite blooming yet, but you could see the taller ones have buds on them. We were just recently looking at all of our winter sowing project, and there's like one little tiny seedling in almost all of these, and that's it. So not great success. The greenhouse is looking full. We have moved all of our snapdragons out here. They're living out here now. We don't have to bring them in and out anymore. They're just here until it's time to move them into the garden. The dahlias are looking fantastic. These are all snapdragons, super fun. And, you know, everything else is kind of just wintering over in here. I'll pop a picture up here, but we moved these out here from inside and all the alyssum had little blooms on them. I pinched them off to encourage foliage growth, but it's kind of funny. So that's it for March. So that's it. Not a whole lot more than that is going on. I do see a little bit of new green leaves on our raspberries, which is exciting. But it's just that time of year where it's just kind of everything's waking up, but they're not fully awake yet, and except for maybe the daffodils, which is really the reason why I wanted to do this video today, which is you won't be seeing it for another week, but we're going to have a week of rain. And I know tonight when those rains come, the daffodils will just turn to brown mush and there won't be anything beautiful to see anymore until the next flush comes. In that bed specifically, other than the ones that are still kind of budded up, there won't be another flush of like a different variety. As soon as they're done blooming, we'll pull them out of there and we'll plant some vegetables. I think I'm planting bush beans in there this year. And then in the boxes here in front of the greenhouse, when those little narcissists die, there will be another flush of a different later blooming daffodil. So those will still bring on some spring color for a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it. It's getting really windy. We just keep getting big gusts of 20-mile-an-hour winds. And we know that the rains are coming, so we wanted to get out here. We did the digging around the fence line today. Tomorrow morning it's supposed to be a little bit like cloudy but not rainy, so we're hoping to get mulch down tomorrow so it's not a big mud pit over there. But this is the time of year to do that kind of project because the soil's really easy to dig right now, and all the spring weeds are coming up, so I want to get ahead of those. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're celebrating your life and you're having a fantastic winter. It's almost spring. By the time you see this, it'll be like a couple days before spring, which is so exciting. Yeah, so we'll see you in the next video, and we hope you're celebrating your life.